Chronicling the white-knuckle thrills of crab fishing in the harsh seas of the Bering Strait, Deadliest Catch has been one of Discovery Channel's hottest shows for more than a decade. That's time enough to bury plenty of skeletons at sea, so here's a look at some salty behind-the-scenes tales even die-hard fans may not know about Deadliest Catch. Almost deadliest. With all of the carnage left in the wake of the Deadliest Catch crab boats, it may be surprising to find out that the crab seasons followed by the show, the red king crab and the opilio crab, don't traditionally have the highest body counts for fishermen. According to the Oregonian, that dubious honor goes to the Dungeness crab industry, with a death rate twice that of the Bering Sea. This is apparently due to two factors. One, Dungeness boats don't need a Coast Guard safety inspection to get permitted. And two, the Dungeness industry still operates on the Derby system, which allows for inexperienced captains in small boats to incur high risk trying to catch as much crab as they possibly can. The Discovery Channel apparently realized the superlative flaw in the show's title, which they've since corrected by launching their spin-off series, Deadliest Catch: Dungeon Cove, which documents, you guessed it, the Dungeness crab industry. Arrest warrant. Jake Harris, son of the late Captain Phil Harris, has had several reported run-ins with the law for drug abuse and driving while intoxicated. While it seemed like Harris was getting a handle on his personal issues, things started going back downhill fast. First, Harris was attacked in an apparent robbery while sharing a ride home from a casino, according to Seattle's Channel 7 News. Harris was badly beaten, suffering a cracked skull and brain trauma. A few months later, TMZ reported that Harris allegedly stole a woman's car in Phoenix and was subsequently busted by police for possession of crystal meth and Xanax. Harris then failed to show up in court to face the charges stemming from the arrest, and as of May 12, 2017, has a bench warrant out for his arrest, according to Fox News. Double jeopardy. In 2016, Sig Hansen's estranged daughter from his first marriage, Melissa Ekstrom, opened a civil suit claiming that her father sexually abused her when she was 2 years old. The case is complicated, since Hansen was exonerated of the same charges in 1990 during a contentious divorce and custody case, in which the judge ruled that the abuse did not occur. Though Hansen relinquished parental rights to Melissa, he claims her mother has continually attempted to extort him. Hansen told the Seattle Times, "This is nothing more than an old-fashioned shakedown. It's a completely frivolous lawsuit full of lies that my ex-wife made up to take away my daughter, and still uses to try to extort money from me. It's blackmail." Pain in the Uber. Around the same time the abuse allegations resurfaced, Sig Hansen made news again for allegedly flipping out on an Uber driver. According to the Seattle Times, Hansen and his son-in-law spat on the driver's head and the back of the driver's seat. Hansen also allegedly kicked the outside of the rear of the passenger side of the vehicle, causing a dent. Hansen was arrested at his home after a drunken confrontation with Seattle PD, but later apologized in multiple tweets for his actions. "I am terribly sorry for my behavior and am very embarrassed by it. I owe a bunch of people apologies. First and foremost to our Uber driver, who was just trying to get us home safely. I hope I can make that apology in person. I have no excuse and accept responsibility for my actions."
I'm Captain Sig and I approve this message. Now get slamming!
Murder. Deadliest Catch has tragically covered the deaths of multiple crew members who died working in violent storm conditions. But tragedy has also touched the show far from the docks of Dutch Harbor. In a seemingly random incident, associate producer Joseph McMahon was gunned down outside his California home after he went outside to investigate a noise, according to CBS LA. And if that wasn't bizarre enough, the suspect in the shooting was found dead in his car that same day from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to the Wrap. Dining woes. With the irregular hours and backbreaking shifts the crews have to deal with, meal times on a crabbing vessel are few and far between. In an interview with the Miami New Times, Sig Hansen explained, "On the boat, you don't know when you're going to eat again. There are no specified meal times. Fishing is what dictates your meals and what you can eat, so your diet is horrifying. You're not eating at regular times. It's hell. And the one thing they're definitely not eating? Crab." Despite being surrounded by the 8-legged delicacies, you'll never see the Deadliest Catch fishermen sitting around a table sucking down crab meat dunked in melted butter. Crabs are the reason they're out there risking their lives, so it would be pretty counterproductive to continually put a dent in their profits by eating the catch. Cameraman peril. A lot of reality shows that feature tough characters and grueling environments generally provide an opportunity for the production team to leave those elements behind at the end of their shift. On Deadliest Catch, this is not the case. According to associate producer Ryan McNeil, the two-man video crews aboard the crab boats don't have it easy. Not only do they have to endure the same weather conditions and rough seas as the fishermen, they have to do it all without ever leaving the boat, which means they're stuck on deck with the crew for the entire crab run, which generally lasts 3 to 5 weeks. This leads to an inevitable camaraderie between the fishing and film crews, according to Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski, who told the AV Club, "I'd say 85% of the camera guys I had ended up being buddies. We actually spend more time with the cameramen on the boat than we do with our own families, if you think about it. You're with them 24/7, and you don't get to see your own family that much." Climate chaos. Environmental factors obviously play a huge part on Deadliest Catch. Raging storms, colossal waves, and frigid water are all hazards the crab boat crews face on a daily basis. But on Season 13, the crews plan to change tactics due to climate change. Speaking with the Daily Mail, executive producer Art Decker Watson Jr. said that the rise in water temperatures has forced some of the boats to strike out for new territory that is more dangerous because of fiercer storms and is further from rescue workers if something goes wrong. Though Watson admits the show is careful to avoid the political controversy surrounding climate change, he does admit that both the production staff and the crabbing crews have a personal stake in how the changing environment affects the fishing industry as a whole, saying, "When something like this comes up, it's felt by all of us. I love making this show, and so does the rest of my team." Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.